Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Thursday, June 13th, 2024 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I listen, but remember to utilize discernment. And today we have Mercury connecting with Chiron. So if you remember, we just had the Sun connecting to Chiron. Today Mercury is connecting to Chiron on its way to connecting with the Sun. On Friday, we have a Mercury Cazimi. And again, Cazimi is just another way of saying a planet is conjunct the Sun. And Cazimi means it's in the heart of it. But it feels like a spotlight to me. Like, that's what it's come to mean for me. It's a heart-shaped spotlight in my head. But we have Cazimi energy coming up. So this means there's a lot of mercurial energy going on. Now, in addition to this, we have Moon in Virgo. So Gemini is ruled by Virgo, but Gemini's not ruled by Virgo. This is why you need to listen, but use discernment. I'm doing it with myself. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, and Virgo is ruled by Mercury. So having these four planets in the sign of Gemini, we have Jupiter, Mercury, Sun, and Venus, and then having the moon hanging out in Virgo, as well as Lilith, we have a lot of mercurial energy going on. And Mercury energy can be like the game of telephone, where information is taken and then passed on, and as it is passed on, it shifts based on people's memories, based on their own perspective and understanding of it. And so just take everything with a grain because we got a big game of telephone going on. I also feel like with all this mercurial energy going on, our personal antennas are a little extra at this moment. And that can mean we're picking up projections from others, even more so. So on your path, on your way, see if you can project goodness into the world, kindness into the world, love into the world, wellness, healing into the world. But recognize not everybody's going to be that way, and you might pick some things off, and you might have to dust off your aura here and there. So what I'm loving today is that Mercury Chiron connection. That's not happening till later in the evening, and Chiron is still at that 22-degree master number, which means there could be some triggers coming up, but anything that is coming up can be led to healing. And I just love that there can be ahas, especially if you're keeping yourself open, your consciousness open to healing solutions, recognizing you never know the moment something healing is going to come. I'm going to share my healing thing of the day. I painted today. Did a little watercolor class here in Eureka Springs at a wonderful place called Adventure Art. Loved it. And painting for me is one of the most calming, healing things, and it's a sign of me personally coming out of survival zone. So I encourage you to also make plans, at least, to move in the direction of something that is healing for you in this energy between the Sun and Chiron, which the Sun and Chiron, as of this recording, they haven't even fully hit their connection. And then, like I said, Mercury and Chiron tomorrow evening. There's a lot of opportunity for those healing moments, healing ahas. This could also be a great day for healing conversations. And if it's not a conversation, maybe even journaling. But just recognize, the ahas are in the air. So be aware of that. We also have the moon connecting to Saturn today. So yesterday, Wednesday, we had Mercury and Saturn dancing. Today we have the moon and Saturn dancing. And I always like when Virgo connections connect to Pisces energies. And we have Saturn in Pisces, and it reminds us to bring the magic to the mundane. And sometimes, again, when we're leaning into solutions, we need to remember to allow a little magic in our consciousness. I always there's a quote that's leave room for miracles. And I think that in any given day, we need to do that, says the chaos in the other room. We need to just do that. This can also bring up the shoulddiness. We also have the sun and the moon in square. Gemini, there's a reason like Gemini is like at the beginning of like summer. I know this is technically seasonally the end of spring, but like June to me is summer, right? And so Gemini just wants to have summer fun. Like, I'm hearing the song Summertime, Summertime, Summertime. Like, it's that kind of vibe. That's where Gemini is. And Virgo's like, don't forget, we have to do this, we have to do this, we have to do this. So between the Saturn and the Virgo energies going on today, you may have some of that shoulddiness still coming up. But remember to put on your shouldy list that healing and miracles are available to you today. We should all have a shouldy list, right? I think that's very helpful. We also have the moon connecting into Mercury in a square, which means connecting to Chiron in a bit of an inconjunct. Yeah, there's a little moon Chiron inconjunct happening. Chiron reminds us to be who we are. Chiron in Aries reminds us to be who we are. And so again, we might have to take a look at the shoulddiness and where we should ourselves out of being who we are and recognize and remind the Virgo the importance of being who we are. But Virgo can also provide that healing balm and that acceptance and wholeness. We just have to get it out of that critical brain state. That's going to be it for today. Let's look at these cards. I only have 4 cards. Oh, no, here it is. Like, I thought I had 5. The projections card. So, again, be aware of the projections. Be aware of the projections you put on yourself as well. It's not just outside. It is our internal projection field. And I think that the aloneness card or the hermit card kind of, like, shows that a little. You know, like, that can be your aura. What is your aura filled with? Is it filled with like personal criticism, or is it filled with like an abundance of love and acceptance and surrender and soul flow? And if it is filled with the critical nature, don't be critical of your critical nature, but like love on yourself and be like, hey, let's see if we can aim our consciousness into our creative light state and feel a little bit more love and acceptance and goodness and peace, knowing we were made divinely. Our final card is the dream. What are you dreaming into being? Again, you get to decide. Where's my card? You get to decide what you're going to project. And this is why that aloneness, that little meditative state, getting quiet with yourself, could be helpful and help in that creative creator energy. And then align your consciousness. So really beautiful cards. You might feel a little crosswords. This is so mercurial energy. You might feel a little crossroads. Maybe do a crossword to help your brain sort itself out. A little push and a little pull, but center. Back on the heart. So, that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. If you don't receive a reply from me, you can always message me in the comments on YouTube or Facebook. My email is very unpredictable right now, and I don't know why, except I'm going to blame Mercury mischief. So, besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and remember who you are, for you are the solution. Namaste.